this match. Douglas against Zulaika here. We'll see the players. Douglas 5-3 this season in singles. Zulaika 7-2. Ready to go with our final match. There's a serve. We begin. Backhand a pass. Here's the rebote. Forehand by Zulaika. Douglas coming back for it. Makes a save to the inside. Here's Zulaika. Costado. 2-wall to score. Zulaika gets the first point here of our final match.
When Zulaika has it on the Costado like that, you got to commit, and Douglas committed to the inside. I'm still recovering from that duck.
Douglas moves up on the serve, floats the backhand high and hard. Rebote for Zulaika. Saves it inside, catch by Douglas. Floats the backhand right into the corner. Not a lot on it. Zulaika turns it. Catch low by Douglas. Long drop shot. Dropped in to score. That ties it 1-1.
I mean, I was traumatized by that. You know, I drive back to Broward. I pass like, 40 personal injury billboards on the way home. I may have to call one of them. I mean, Alex almost lost his head. That was just batshit crazy. Ugh.
Oh, ball missed off the serve. Douglas takes a 2-1 lead.
See, Zulaika was affected by it too. He's been catching those all day.
High bouncing serve again. Zulaika handles up at the 11 line. Sends it back on the wall. Douglas pulls it right off the numbers. This one passing. Zulaika. High coasty inside. Douglas coming back. Inside placement. Leaves a tough scoop. Zulaika made it. Rebote left side to the outside. That's outside of play. 2-2. Zulaika serve.
Not one that Douglas typically goes for. It's kind of deep when he threw it.
Douglas opens up with the left side. Backhand. Saved by Zulaika. Douglas moving up, makes a tough grab. 2-wall from the inside, scores. Douglas makes it 3-2.
Beautifully executed 2-wall there by Douglas. Very well done. Again, as we've seen throughout this season, been throwing these quite a bit more in singles than doubles.
High, hard backhand coming out a long way. Douglas to the outside, turns it out of play. 3-3. Trading points here. Zulaika now serves.
Again, these have been good ideas by Douglas. Just got to keep it within those boundary lines.
Douglas on the backhand. Throws it to pass. Zulaika turns. Saves the rebote inside. Here's Douglas. Catch by Zulaika. 2-wall opens. Douglas makes the stop. Sends it back. Low and hard. That'll score. 4-3. Douglas leads.
Hard-fought match between two excellent singles players. Zulaika, of course, has the advantage of experience. Douglas has the advantage of experience on this court.
Strong backhand hits high off the back wall. Rebote, turn wall to wall. Zulaika flicks it up to the outside. All he can get on it. Here's Douglas with time. Another drop shot. Got the first bounce and the second to score. 5 points and a possible set point.
Beautiful shot by Douglas. I mean, of all the options he had, and Zulaika was standing mid-court, you see, going inside, going outside, and it's a drop shot. That's a well-executed drop shot. Contact with the side wall helping there. Make sure it doesn't bounce too high.
Zulaika with the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Douglas, long two-wall to score. Point and set. Finishes it off 6-3. 2 minutes. Come back and play set number 2.
Thrown with authority. Just beautifully executed by Douglas. You're going to have to do the talking. I'm still in shock over Alex and that.
I was gonna try to do a little math, but the math.
Math on that?
No, it was just other math. But the math is.
The geometry was not in his favor.
No. Stu can give you some math. Take a look at these replays, folks. Not that type of math. I'm like basic math, like addition. Yeah, like that's where we'll cut it off.
My goodness gracious.
Catch here by Douglas. He's kind of rolling around the tip there, but not juggled, and then throws a beautiful 2-all afterwards. Zulaika here.
Good read by Douglas.
2-all, but look at that. Douglas makes the catch, fires it inside, and Bote not played there. Douglas, another drop shot here. Dropped one earlier. This one,
that's particularly
dead by the
bold.
4-line. Douglas throwing these shots with a lot of confidence. I mean, look no further than that one. I mean, from the 10 line to the inside and no fear. And 6-3, first set victory there for Douglas. We'll take a look right now. Yeah, as it stands, after that game day win for the Warriors, they would move up to 6.5 points in our standings. Chargers would still have 7. The Warriors still with 1 game day left. That will be played. That's against the Devils this upcoming Monday.
Anything happen to the points if one of your players gets killed? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think you lose. They can't go backwards. So that's why we're saying these playoff spots are clinched.
Just checking. I didn't read that far into the pamphlet.
There may be, there could be something in the fine print, but not to my knowledge. I'll let you know Friday.
Zulaika's got a serve coming up.
Set 2, ready to begin. Now we begin. Rebote forehand by Douglas, looking to pass. He's got it. Zulaika saves the rebote. What a grab. Backhand 2-all follows, and it scores. Douglas takes the first point of set 2.
We don't see Douglas throw many of those, especially after he's had both feet off the ground. But Zulaika was standing right in there with him. Time to throw it.
Zulaika, what a big forehand right in the corner. Douglas, rebote save, 2 pass. Here's Zulaika now. Outside placement attempt, not enough. Douglas, drop shot. Oh, that's perfect. 2-0 lead for Douglas.
This may be the most confident that I've ever seen Douglas play. He's in there against Zulaika.
He's firing and looks so comfortable. Every shot has worked out for him. Oh, backhand a little bit too high. That's up at the overhead screen and out of play. Douglas with 3.
I understand Zulaika wanting to get that high on the back wall and get Douglas backpedaling. You know, if Zulaika can get that ball out there to the, 3 or 4 line, may put Douglas in a defensive position. Didn't work at the overhead screen.
Wall to wall. Douglas. Rebote played inside. Zulaika cuts it off. Ball runner. Douglas is there. 2-all from the inside. That one doesn't open up. Zulaika rather takes a look, and the forehand scores.
Yeah, Zulaika read that one beautifully. And also, after he makes the catch, he scopes out, takes a peek there, both sides, gets an idea of where Douglas is, knows where he has to cross the wall. Don't know if he's using the numbers on the sidewall. Not some players do, some players don't. To give them something to shoot for.
Douglas, great stop back beyond the 13, floats it overhead. Rebote saved by Zulaika. It's dropping. Douglas steps up. Here's the backhand. Caught by Zulaika. Forehand Rebote, kicking up and out. Oh, into the
a chit-chack.
That scores perfectly for Douglas, 4-1. He leads.
It's probably the only one we've seen this month. So thrown from the forehand. Has a similar effect as the Chula. One way or the other, it's not coming out to be played for a Rabote.
So like a high and hard. Douglas, what a Rabote there. Wall. Zulaika comes out even further. Rabote crossing the wall. Zulaika just has to lay this one up. Douglas waits for it. Makes the catch. Inside placement. That scores. 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point here for Douglas.
It was an excellent effort by Zulaika to try to make that catch on the wall. Get his cesta perpendicular to that side wall. Have his side not take too bad a beating.
To left side, picked up here Zulaika, the 2-wall. Oh,
beautiful.
Shoots it, and it scores. Second point for Zulaika.
That was beautifully executed by Zulaika. Again, we know he can throw it. He's all the way back at the 8 line. This just opens up beautifully.
Over serve, first fault. Second serve for Zulaika.
A lot of similarities between Zulaika and Douglas about now. Both power players, great power on both sides.
Douglas steps up at the 11, sends it high and deep. Zulaika tracks it down, plays it inside. Not a lot on that Rabote. Douglas 2-wall Rabote for the win. Point, set, and match. Douglas wins it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-2. Big game day for the Warriors. They win it 5-1, defeating the Chargers. Stay tuned for the post-game show. That's coming up momentarily.